Hello everyone, welcome back to the course Information Theory and Coding. Today we are going to solve some of the problems which are associated with Huffman encoding algorithm. In the last class we studied about what is the procedure we need to adopt in order to find a code alphabet by using a source alphabet through the use of Huffman encoding algorithm. Today let us try to solve one of the important problem, that is, let us take this problem. Okay, so what is they have asked is, so you need to apply a Huffman encoding procedure for the given messages, construct binary code, determine the efficiency and redundancy of the code, so form. Okay, so they have given you the source symbols. So how many source symbol you have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 source symbols are there, and the corresponding probability they have given you. Okay, so based upon this corresponding probability, it is necessary for you to create an Huffman encoding algorithm, or it is necessary you need to use this Huffman encoding algorithm so that you can convert these source probabilities into a code alphabet. Okay, so for the first thing what you are supposed to do is, so you need to arrange the given sequence in a decreasing order of their probability. So I have arranged the given source symbols in a decreasing order of their probabilities. You can see here plus 0 0.4, 0 0.2, 0 0.2, 0 0.1 and 0.07 and 0.07 you have done. Next, what is the next step is, so you need to combine the lowest probabilities values. You need to combine the lowest probability values so that you can going to form a new set of probabilities values. You are going to form a new set of probabilities values you will be forming. So when you add this 0.07 and 0.03, how much you'll be getting is, so you'll be getting 0.01. And again what you are supposed to do is, so whatever the source symbols you have, right, so this source symbol, what is that, you need to arrange the newly source symbols in again in a decreasing order of the probability. So you need to arrange them in a decreasing order of the probability. So since 0.1 both are same, so I will be arranging in a decreasing order of their probability. Now what you are supposed to do is, when you do this, and you need to create a code vectors, you need to create a code vectors for here. Okay, so how you should do is, for the top branch you need to assign a code vector is equal to 0, and for the bottom branch you will be assigning a code vector is equal to 1. Okay, so this is what you are supposed to follow in this. Okay, so next what are you supposed to do is, again you need to combine these two probabilities values. Again you need to combine these two probabilities value. So when you combine these two probability values, what will be getting, 0.1 plus 0.1, so what will be getting, 0.02 you will be getting. So you will be getting a 0.02 you will be getting. So the remaining to what you have, you have a 0.04 as it is, you retain as it is, 0.02 retain as it is, and the next one is 0.02 retain as it is. Again you can see they are arranged in a decreasing order of their probability. Now what you're supposed to do is, again you need to make a code vectors for this. So for the top branch, what you're supposed to do is, the top branch you need to assign the value is equal to 0, and for the bottom branch we need to assign a value is equal to 1. Okay, next what you're supposed to do is, the same procedure you need to follow. So add the last source probabilities values, add the last source probability values. So when you add this probability value, what you will be getting, 0.2 plus 0.2 will be getting 0.4. So therefore this 0.4 has to be shifted to over here. So now what I will do is, the first 0.04 I will be retaining as it is, whereas the second 0.4 I got this right, so I will create it, or I will place it over here, 0.04 I will place it over here. Okay, so the remaining thing what is there, this is there, right? So what I will do is, I will shift it over here, 0.02 I'll be getting. Okay, so now what you should do is, again for this, for the top branch you need to assign a value is equal to 0, and for the bottom branch you need to assign a value is equal to 1. Okay, so this is what we have done. Now what you should do is, again you continue the same thing. Okay, so you continue the same thing. What you're supposed to do is, you need to add these two. So when you add these two, 0.4 plus 0.02, what will be getting, 0.6. So 0.6 you need to arrange them in a decreasing order, right? So when you do that, so you'll be getting 0.6 in the top, and this 0.4 will be appearing at the bottom, and 0.4 will be appearing at the bottom. Okay, so when you do this, again you need to assign the code vectors for this. Okay, so what is the code vectors is, for the top branch you'll be assigning 0, and for the bottom branch you'll be assigning is equal to 1. Okay, since there is no further division is possible. Why? Because there are only two symbols are appearing. So what you can do is, so for the top branch you will be assigning a value is equal to 0, and for the bottom branch you will be assigning the value is equal to 1. Okay, so this is how you are going to get a source symbols. That is how you are going to create a Huffman procedure in order to find the code vectors. Okay, so now what is let us try to see is, so how we can find the code vectors. Now we have drawn the code vectors for this. Now we need to find the codes for each probabilities values. So let us try to write down once again the probabilities values. So 0.4, okay, 0.2, again 0.2, and then 0.1, and then 0.07 and 0.03 you will be getting. Okay, so now what you should do is, so you look at here. So what you should do is, from left to right you go and you travels it, and you, when you are writing, no, you should do it from right to left. Okay, so now you can see the first one, 0.4. So where it is going? So it is going over here, and it is going. So what is the code symbol you are getting? So you are getting the code symbol is equal to 1. So therefore for the 4 the code symbol is equal to 1. The code vector is equal to 1. Okay, similarly you can see here for the 0.2. So 0.2, how it is going? You can see the 0.2 it is going over here, the 0.2 it is going over here. So 1 it is got, and then you are going over here and you got. Okay, so 0. So now what you should do is, you need to come back, reverse back, you need to do it. Okay, now 0. Okay, so you are coming down, so you got it as 1. Okay, so therefore for the code vector 0.02 you got it as 0, 1. For the code vector you got it is as a 0, 1. Next, so next what you will be getting, next this you consider the third one, you can see 0.2. So what you getting? You got a 0, and then you are moving, you got a 0, and then you are moving. So again you have got 0.6, again it is 0. So therefore the code vector for this is, 0, 0, 0. Okay, next for 1. So now you can see 1. So how it is going? 0. Okay, now it is 1, 0, 1. Now what is that? 0, 0. So if you need to reverse from the right to left. So 0, 0, 1 and 0. So therefore what is the answer? 0, 0, 1, 0. What is the answer? 0, 0. What is the answer? 0, 0, 1, 0. 0, 0, 1, 0. Next, now what? 0.7. So 0.7, what is this? So you are going there, it is 0, 1. Okay, again 1, 0, 1, 1, and then you can going 0 and 0. 0 and 0 means 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0. So means what? It is point, for this what is this? 0, 0, 1, 1, 0. The last one will be the same thing. What is that? It is 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So this is how you need to write on the code vectors. So if it is difficult for you, means you can do in one more method. So what you can do is, see, when you come from here to here, when you come from here to here, what you're getting? You got a 0, right? So this branch is associated to 0, right? So what you should do is, you need to assign a 0 for this, and here you need to assign a 0 for this. Okay, so now what? This branch where it is connected, it is connected here, right? So what is the code symbol for this? 0, 0. So I will be appending 0, 0 over here. Okay, next I will be appending 0, 0 over here. Okay, so next what is this? It is 0, 1. So it is 0, 1. Okay, so for 0, 2 you can see I have written now 0, 2 already. And for 1 I have written already 1. Okay, so now what is this? 0.02. What is, you can see 0, 0, 0. What is the values? 0, 0, 0. So I have sent a value is equal to 0, 0, 0. Okay, next thing. So what is the next thing? So since 0, 0, 1, it is been associated where? So it is associated fourth thing, right? So what I should write is 0, 0, 1. So here also 0, 0, 1. I will be assigning. So you can see 0, 0, 1, 0. For this I have wrote. Now what? 0, 0, 1, 1. So here you need to assign. So 0, 0, 1, 1. Here also you need to assign 0, 0, 1, 1. So that will be the this code and this code. Okay, So this is how you're supposed to write down the code vectors. So once you write down the code vectors, then we can easily find out the average length code vectors. Okay. So now we can see here for the point 1. So how many digits you had? You had only 1. And for point 2, you had a 2 digit. And the next for the point 2, you had a 3 digit. Next for the point 1, you had a 4 digit. The next will be 5 digit and 5 digit you got. Okay, so the average length code vectors you will be writing from this expression, and similarly you will be calculating the entropy. So how you are going to calculate the entropy? Entropy h of s is nothing but summation I is equal to 6, because 6 symbols are there. Pi log 1 divided by pi. So you are substituting all the probabilities values. So you will be getting a h of s is equal to 2.209 bits per symbol. Now you need to find out the efficiency. So you know the efficiency formula, right? So what is that? Entropy divided by the average length. So 2.209 divided by 2.3. If you do that, you'll be getting 0.9604. So if you convert that into in terms of percentage, you'll be getting 96.04. You'll be getting. So therefore redundancy 1 minus efficiency. So if you represent this in terms of percentage means, then you'll be getting 2.96 is the redundancy. Thank you.